something like that. Welcome to planet-Pepe, everyone. Me and Stormcloud hanging out. That was my really bad attempt at playing um, uh, uh, Lose Yourself, and I really need to get the strings changed on Stormcloud. It's been like over a year, so that's my fault, not his. So Marshall Mathers, stage name known as Eminem. I actually have like a lot of respect for him. I think he's got a lot on his mind. He's got something to say. I think he's really smart. It takes some balls to play yourself in a movie about yourself and make it work. I mean, in 8 Mile, I mean, he was like really good in that. And you know, it's a good story. Obviously, it's a true story. I really respect him as an artist. I think when in his earlier days, like in the '90s, I didn't love. I like some of his. Obviously, Lose Yourself, Haley's song, My Dad's Gone Crazy. There's songs I like, but some of it was a little too mean spirited for my taste. Like things he would say about his mom and like just his like some of his lyrics were. And I get that, like, you know, you're young, rebellious, and righteously so, but it just, some of it was just a little much for me, especially when I was younger. But I've grown to like some of his later stuff, because he's actually in it. He's up there. I mean, he's like in his mid to late 40s, I think. So I think some of that rebellion has gone, and he's just focused more on like writing really good songs. Not that he didn't earlier, but I think like it's a little less mean spirited. I think they're just like better all around songs. I think he got better as he went on. Great freestyler, an amazing freestyler. And you know, I have a story. It's interesting. I ran cross country and track in high school, and this was back in like 2008. I think I was like a sophomore in high school, and one day we had to run a mile time trial, 4 laps around the track. We had to hit a certain time in order to be eligible to like race, like in actual races. So we're all on the track, we're warming up, and at the same time, the girls' varsity soccer team had a game, right? And they were warming, like the soccer, like our home team, the Raiders, were warming up on one side, and whatever the away team was warming up on the other side, on the other half of the field, like on the football field or the soccer field. And you know, it's really cold. It's like a clammy, cold, like November kind of, like November, like maybe October, November kind of day. And it starts to rain. It starts raining, and it's just like, oh man, like this is, you know, like this is bone chilling kind of thing. Like this is gonna suck. And the girls' soccer team started playing music during their warm-ups, and not just like on like some boombox, like on the PA system, like on the loudspeakers, like booming through the whole stadium. They started playing Lose Yourself, literally right as we were walking towards the starting line, and it was just like dun 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 dun, dun. And like we all started to get so pumped up, and we listened to Lose Yourself as we ran the mile, and we all like ran we all like PR'd like personal record, like we all like ran our best race, because I think it was because of that song. It was just like it bumped up the adrenaline like crazy. So I always loved that story. I thought that was pretty cool. Just like coming around like the 4th lap, and it's like lose yourself in the music, and we were just kind of like, it just gave us that extra oomph. Like it was like kind of storybook. It was really cool. But no, I mean, I do like M. I think he's great. You know, I think my favorite song by him is probably Say Goodbye to Hollywood, which is in the movie Alpha Dog. It's at the end of it, which in the movie, I don't know if you know the Alpha Dog story, but it's a true story about a guy named Jesse James Hollywood, who kidnapped and murdered like a 15-year-old kid, like in retaliation for a drug debt by his older brother or something like that. But yeah, no, I really love that song, and that's a whole, I forget the name of the album, but I almost bought it at one point at a record store, but it was like kind of expensive. It was like $15, and I just didn't have the money at the time, like. Or, I mean, I had the money, but I was just kind of like, you know, maybe I could buy it off like Amazon for a little cheaper, and I never did, but I'll get it someday. But the one with Say Goodbye to Hollywood on it is really good. There's a couple of hits on there. But yeah, no, Eminem, I really respect him. I think he's a I think he's a really good artist. I think he's got a lot on his mind. I think he's intelligent. You know, it kind of could get lost in a way because like, you know, he's a rapper, but like he's an artist. He's a lyricist, and you know, he's got a really interesting mind, and I respect, you know, a lot of what he does, especially his newer stuff as opposed to his older stuff. I think it's a little more not thought out, but a little more, I guess, intelligent. I don't know, but yeah. All right, so Eminem, obviously everyone, you know, knows who he is. But all right, me and Stormcloud hanging out, Planet-Pepe. Everyone, peace out, bye.